Okay, so let's talk about why I'm selling or taking a short position if this happens, and what altcoins we need to watch out if this happens. Okay, so let's go straight to your BTC chart. Okay, so as of now, Bitcoin didn't break this resistance around $26,097. Okay, so as we're talking about, if Bitcoin doesn't break this, it's going down, right? And if you see the candles that Bitcoin is producing right now, this red candle especially, it's kind of showing that it's bearish, right? This big long candle. So more probably, if it breaks this around 25,700 support, this support, right? This small support, if it breaks this, and on a 30 minutes time frame, this will happen. Okay, so once it breaks this, make a resistance on a 30 minutes time frame. Okay, then only we enter short. Okay, for all your altcoins and everything you want, right? Because everything follows BTC, and we ride it all the way till Bitcoin reaches to this support at around $24,104. Okay, so right now, if you realize that if this happens, that everything trashes, right? But let's now take all this data and go into your Ethereum and other altcoins chart. Okay, but first, if you like content like this, just hit the like button so that even YouTube recommends videos like this. Okay, so now let's go into your next chart and see the Ethereum chart. Okay, so now let's go into your Ethereum chart. Okay, so for Ethereum chart also, once your Ethereum chart breaks this support at around $1,715, once it breaks this support, make a resistance, then only will enter short, and we'll ride it all the way to $1,624. Okay, so right now this also is behaving as a resistance for your Ethereum around $1,769. Okay, so now let's go into your next chart, which is your avax. Okay, so for avax, if it breaks this support, okay, we enter short around $11.20. Okay, so once it breaks this support, makes a resistance, then only we enter short. Okay, then we ride it all the way to $9.46. Okay, so this happens only if Bitcoin breaks that 26,000 support. Okay, so we need to watch that carefully. Okay, so now let's talk about your next chart, which is your Solana chart. Okay, so for Solana chart, if your Solana breaks this support around $14.11, once it breaks this support, make a resistance, then we'll enter short, and we'll ride it all the way to $9.32. Okay, so we do this until Bitcoin breaks that support that we are talking about. Okay, so then only we enter short, and we put it right here. Okay, so now let's talk about your next chart, which is your dot. Okay, so for dot chart, once it breaks this support, okay, around $4.24, once it breaks this support, makes a resistance, then we enter short, and we ride it all the way to $3.72. But we do this unless your Bitcoin breaks that support at $26,000, what we are talking about. Okay, so now let's talk about your next chart, which is your Cardano. Okay, so for Cardano, you can see that your Bitcoin is pumping a little bit, and your Cardano is pumping like it's giving some good green candles, right? We can see this. So if your Bitcoin starts to break that resistance that we are talking about, right? If it breaks the resistance, then you know your ADA is going to pump even more harder. Okay, so we need to watch on ADA also. Okay, so if your Bitcoin breaks that support that we're talking about, $26,000 support, your ADA will also break its own support around 0.24 cents. Okay, so once it breaks the support, make a resistance, then only we enter short. Okay, and we ride that short all the way to 0.17 cents. Okay, this until Bitcoin breaks that support, you know that. Okay, so now let's talk about your next chart, which is your algo run. Okay, so algo run, we don't need to short, but this right now that it touched this support was in 2018 was the lowest that is went, and it's around 0.09 cents. This is the lowest that is gone, and right now in 2023 it's coming back to this 2018 lowest bottom, right? So if you are a long-term bullish on your algo, and if you want to buy it, this is the good entry to buying it at the bottom that is ever gone in 2018, right? Okay, so now let's talk about your next chart, which is your near chart. Okay, so for your near chart right now, it broke this support at around $1.26, and if your Bitcoin breaks that support that we are talking about, right, we just talk about your near is going from here. You can say once it breaks this support, only once your Bitcoin breaks its support, okay, then we enter short, once we break a resistance, and we ride it all the way once it breaks the resistance or the 30 bits type wave, we enter short right here and we ride it all the way to 0.95 cents. Okay, so now let's talk about your next chart, which is your phantom chart. Okay, so a phantom, once it breaks, you can see this small support at around 0.23 cents. Okay, so once it breaks this support, or once it breaks, you can see this support around 0.22 cents, makes a resistance, then we enter short and we ride it all the way to 0.17 cents. Okay, this is until if your Bitcoin breaks that small support. Okay, so now let's go straight to your crypto trends. Okay, so if you all want to see the exact time I'm taking the position, right, just join the Discord. I'll put the link in the YouTube description. Okay, so don't forget, join the Discord. Okay, so now let's see about the crypto trends. Okay, so we can see ADA is pumping, one is here, which is kind, if Bitcoin goes up, this will go even more higher, right? ADA, then is OP, and then nothing that much, right? And maybe phantom, but not that much. ADA, only ADA you can take, because above 5%, right? We'll take only ADA. Okay, so now let's go straight to your crypto trend. Okay, so here, if your Bitcoin breaks this, you know that if your Bitcoin breaks this resistance, which if it breaks, right, if it breaks this resistance around $26,000, $26,097, right, then we know it's bullish, right? So then we need to enter in this position. You need to enter ADA if your Bitcoin is bullish. Remember, if your Bitcoin is bullish, we'll enter in ADA position and we'll ride it all the way to here. You can see this resistance around 0.33 cents. This is until if your Bitcoin is bullish. Right now it's bearish, right? Okay, so right, and the next chart, if your Bitcoin is bullish, we'll enter into Atom. Okay, because see, if you can see, it's pumped. So even Bitcoin is pumping little, your Atom is just gaining momentum, right? So if your Bitcoin becomes bullish back again, your Atom is going to the roofs, right? So if your Bitcoin is bullish, we need to enter into Atom. Okay, and we need to ride it all the way to the next resistance. You can see to around here. Okay, to your next resistance, to around here at around $9.35. Okay, so now let's talk about your next one, which is a AP. Okay, so if your Bitcoin is bullish, we can put a long entry in AP. Okay, so right now your Bitcoin is bearish, but if it comes to bullish, we can enter into AP. Okay, so if you all want to know the entries, just join the Discord. Okay, when I'm entering, I'll let you all know when Bitcoin is bullish. So I can't just go every time make videos, right? The Discord link will be in the YouTube description. Okay, so now let's talk about your things let's talk about the entries that Bitcoin is bullish on. Okay, so the first coin, if your Bitcoin breaks that $26,097 support, we can enter into render. Okay, so we'll be shorting a render because right now your render is showing this red candles with Bitcoin. So if your Bitcoin dumps, this coin also is going to go with it, right? So the first coin is render. Okay, so right now you can see this is behaving as a small resistance right here, but mainly if it breaks, you can see this support, if it breaks, makes a resistance, then only we can enter short right here. Okay, so now let's talk about your next chart, which with BTC is dumping, right? So the next one is kava. Okay, so if your kava, you can see breaks this support at around 0.73 cents, makes a resistance, then we can enter short right here. Okay, that's until if your Bitcoin goes down. Okay, we need to watch this, your kava entry. Okay, now let's talk about your next chart, which is your Litecoin. Okay, so if you know, if your Litecoin is bearish, you can see this big candle this is producing, right? Your Litecoin is going down. Okay, so once it mainly breaks this small support that it is, once it breaks this support, makes a resistance, then we'll enter short. That is until if your Bitcoin is bearish. Okay, right here at the resistance we'll enter short. Okay, so that's it for your crypto charts. If you like content like this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ping the notification bell on so you don't miss content like this and you're early to watch. And don't forget to enter the Discord. Okay, link will be in description. Okay, so peace out, crypto fam.